Yngwie Malmsteen didn't have to change his songwriting approach to accommodate his singing voice. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, and Yngwie was mentioning this on a recent interview with Mr. Chris Aiken Presents. The legendary Swedish guitarist Mr. Malmsteen once again addressed why he doesn't no longer hire singers, preferring instead to take on vocal duties himself in recent years. Some of the most recent albums, including Parabellum, Yngwie is singing the songs, and you know, some agree he sounds okay, some agree he doesn't, some agree he's in between. He does all the production himself now, and yes, I get it because albums cost a lot to make money, and he probably saves money the way he's recording stuff. But now getting back in into into this, like he did a song Angel and Heat. I think it was off a 7 Star, and it was a soul song. And I thought that was a very good song with him singing. And he was asked if, now getting back to this interview, he was asked if he had to change his compositional approach to accommodate his singing voice compared to how it was in the past when he was working with outside vocals. He goes yes and no, because every time he wrote a song, when another singer sang it, he wrote the vocals, melodies, and he wrote the lyrics. Except in the band ALCATRAZZ, he wrote the vocal melody, but Graham Bonnet wrote the lyrics, which is the words, the music melody that he sang. Yngwie wrote it. Understand with the other singers, some of the singers actually did add words, which he was never happy with that. And he said, to be quite honest, it was just because at the time, I guess he was lazy, meaning himself, Yngwie. And there was a time when he was not focused and had other things going on, and he would allow that to happen. Yngwie explained that's why it's not for any other reason. He's extremely focused, extremely together right now, so it will never happen again. He goes on to say that the thing is that he is a creator, and you got to also remember this. He doesn't know how to say this. He tries to say this in different ways. That he's been a solo artist since 1984, and I get what he means. Yngwie Malmsteen's was the fourth. Yes, it's his band. Every record he's made, it's been a solo album. He goes on to say that he even considers the ALCATRAZZ album a solo album. Do I agree with that? This is myself now. Do I agree with that being a solo album? I don't know. ALCATRAZZ is a band, obviously. They're still around, but I think 3 of the guys are still together, or at least 2 of them. He wrote like 1 or maybe 2 songs, but it definitely wasn't his thing. No, I'm sorry. Let me get to that in a second. He says he wrote everything on the ALCATRAZZ album. That's why he considered it a solo album. There was that band Steeler. He said he wrote maybe 2 songs, and it wasn't definitely his thing. But the thing is, since January 1984, which has been now over 41 years, they've all been his solo albums. So he's hired somebody to sing something, or hired somebody to play the keyboards or drums or bass or something. That was exactly it. And having just said there was a period, a couple small periods, he said in the late 80s maybe, where there was some distractions, some bad things going on, and he let reins go a little bit, but always at the end of the day, he was producing, and at the end of the day, he was always doing that. But even those times, those are his solo albums. He means there are solo artists that don't do anything themselves. They have everybody writing and producing everything for them. They still call themselves solo artists. And he doesn't know how it works, but anyways, that's cool too. He says he just finds it interesting that some people don't seem to understand that he's been a solo artist since 1984, and it stops there. I'll be dead honest with you. When I was younger, I was in my teens, and I heard that song, "I See the Light Tonight," with, I believe that was Jeff Scott Soto singing. Loved the song. Love the stuff he's done. He did the album with Joel and Turner. He did the Odyssey album, obviously. He did an album with Mark Bowles with the song "You Don't Remember, I'll Never Forget." And the list goes on. He's recorded Ripper Owens. He's recorded other singers, but now it's just him. And there was nothing wrong in the opinion of Mr. Morrison that Yngwie Malmsteen will still go out there and perform, even though he's singing the songs. Some fans might like it, some fans might not, and it's up to you if you want to see him live doing that or not. And if you don't like him singing live, then stay home. And if you don't like him singing on the studio albums, I guess don't listen to the new stuff and listen to the stuff with the other artists. And for those that Want to know? He just recently released a live album called Tokyo Live through the Music Theories recordings on April 25th of 2025, which was recorded at Zeep Dev City in Tokyo on May 11th, 2024, as part of Yngwie Malmsteen's um 40th anniversary world tour. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out there subscribe. We thank you very much for the continued love, honor, and support. It's greatly appreciated. So, friends, what do you think about Yngwie Malmsteen saying he didn't have to change his songwriting approach to accommodate his singing voice, as well as saying that he considers the Alcatrazz album he did with Graham Bonnet a solo album too? Your thoughts, friends? Shame, shame, shame.